All right, welcome back to Bayou Time. Just in case you hear a little rain, it's on the roof here at HTV, but we won't let that stop us because it didn't stop Houma Christian. They got to do all kind of things. We're going to show you a video in a little bit, but Karen Dusenberry is with us, and we'll go to our panel right now because Karen Dusenberry is the leader of this special group. Y'all have done some wonderful things, and of course, we're moving left to right. And we're going to have a video, as I said, in a little bit by a young man that's pretty talented as we look forward to that. And then we'll get to our guest, which is going to be Damon Daigle, is the far right. He's the money man. He's the Booster Club guy for Houma Christian. And, of course, we have Bo Daigle, his son, who's next to him. And Bo has been a frequent flyer here on Bayou Time. More than once makes you a frequent flyer. So very good. Let's start off with Karen. First of all, congratulations on what y'all do. Quite a bit. Takes a lot of work, doesn't it?
Yes, a lot. And thank you for having us today too.
Anytime. So tell me about this trip. This was big time.
This is our 3-year recruitment trip, and we hope to continue this as the years progress. We went to Foley, Alabama first on their reward day. We went to go to Gulf. Was it Gulf Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And we had a fun day there. They had bowling, laser tag, arcades. They just spent the whole day having a great time. Then we spent the night over in Mobile. Next morning, we got up on Flag Day and went to the USS Alabama and played our patriotic / Pops concert. And they did phenomenal.
I saw you directing them on the USS Alabama, right? That was pretty cool.
It was awesome.
Pretty neat. And Bo, let me turn to you because as a student, as a band member, you know, everybody thinks everybody in the band just plays instruments all the time. Y'all get to go bowling and do all kind of fun things.
So cool.
Tell me about it.
Oh, it was really fun. Yeah, just getting to bowl and play a bunch of arcade games that night was really fun. And playing on the ship and almost playing at the Spanish Fort was really fun. And the bus ride was, all of it in all was pretty cool.
Isn't it good to be at a place and so let's treat Miss Dusenberry as your boss because she's the band director.
Yeah, totally.
But you get to do some fun things on a sort of like a fun day and not have to worry about hitting the wrong note, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
She's strict, but y'all have good accomplishments because of that, right?
Yes, sir. Totally.
So strictness is a good thing when you're in the band, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
All right, there you go. And let's turn to your dad over there because Damon is in charge of the Booster Club. Tell me, how's the Booster Club fit in, and what are some of the things you do to help out the organization?
So, Miss Karen, she gives us an idea of what she wants to do, and in this case, it was going to the U.S. Alabama and playing on Flag Day in front of those 16-inch guns, which was really great. And so we do some fundraisers. We get all the parents together. We come up with a plan to get the bus, the driver, and we just do various fundraisers throughout the year. And then, you know, we just get our marching orders from her, and we kind of come together as a group and make it happen.
So, Karen, let's talk about, we're going to get to the video in the second segment. We'll make people wait to get to it. But Owen Terrio has been filming his own video for years. Is this just a love of his?
I think so. He's very talented. He just came into the group this past year, and he's a phenomenal little percussionist. I mean, he's very, very good. We have also picked up a couple of other people, but Owen had that knack for the media, and they went with it, and he did. I asked him, I said, can you do a recruitment video for us? And he said, sure, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So he did, and this is like, I was just blown away when I saw it.
So when you, of course, and I know how you're going to answer that because I know how regimented you are with the community band and you being in the Cane Breakers and just you're a stickler for detail. At this age, it's what they need, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
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 So how do you go about getting that across, and then how do you get that age group to stop and go, okay, Miss Karen, we hear you. How does that happen?
It's just, I guess, years of experience from what I've been from other bands that I've taught. I did Terrebonne High School and Vanderbilt with I was the assistant over there, but I had terrible one. And from there, I learned a lot of stuff with the elementaries too. So it's just you've got to motivate them, and it's never an ending time that you can't motivate them. We have a lot of fun. I don't want it to be a stick in the mud, so to speak. I want them to have a lot of fun, but I do push them. I challenge them on harder music. In fact, they were playing like 8th grade music the year that I came in 3 years ago, and it's progressed to grade 3 and 4 now. So when we don't have a huge band, but we have a good, very talented band. Every single person in that band, I appreciate everything they do. They work hard, they practice. When I tell them to, they come up with everything. And we rearrange and all kind of music that we have that we may not be able to play like the big guys do, but we gear it to our band, and it works perfect.
What's the age group again of the band?
Well, we have an elementary and a senior. We don't have junior high. So it's a middle of the range thing, and 6th graders are allowed to join the high school as long as they commit the whole year and learn the music, and they do. Right. So most of them wind up on percussion, but that's great. We need more percussion too.
I asked Miss Karen about discipline, and of course she works in a little fun. But as a student, isn't it a lot up to you to go home and make sure what she gives you to practice? It's you got to get to practice and you got to make it work, right?
Yeah.
So what's that like? You got to be on the ball, don't you?
You have to like have a schedule and stuff of like when you got to practice, so that you don't just go up to band practice and like completely flop.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
No, I don't think that would be good.
Yeah, and you got to mix that in with your studies.
Yeah, totally.
And your dad's sitting right next to you, so you have to answer correctly. So I'm sure. But once people instill things in you all, at a certain age, you sort of got to take it on your own. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they can set the seed, and you also have to love music to do this, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Music's awesome.
Is this something that you always knew you had?
No, probably like for the last 2 years.
Really?
I knew that I wanted to.
So you blossomed into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Damon, let me ask you, did y'all see Bo growing up maybe going toward music, or is this something like he said, he just exploded on the scene?
Well, he's one of 6 kids, and we introduce all of our kids to some type of sport and some type of music, and then as time goes on, they get to choose what they want to do, and he chose, band and tennis, and so that's where he wanted to go, so he's going to it.
That's incredible. That's good. And that's good that the parents encourage. And that keeps Miss Karen's job intact. And then she does a great job. All right, let's look at Owen's video, because I want everybody to see at home. He sort of showcased what they did. Let's listen in. There you have it. So I'm guessing by looking at 25 or so. How many in the band?
About 30, 34.
Okay. Yeah. You had some hidden behind the big, large gun drive there. All right. So as we wrap up, you said something that was impressive to me, that y'all have recruitment video. This has become a recruitment world, hasn't it?
Exactly.
because everybody's
Yeah.
making their pictures on Facebook. You almost got to keep up with the Joneses, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so you got to make it happen.
Yeah.
So, Owen, where are you going after this? What do you want to do? I'm curious as to how these.
That's not old.
I'm Bo. You see, I'm saying Owen and Bo
I
and
know.
Dan.
I know. That's cool.
Where do you want to go after this? Where's this
I'm
going to
probably
lead you?
Probably gonna go to Nichols my first year of college, and then LSU the rest. But yeah, I want to do something with music, music education, something with that in my life.
Yeah. And Karen, does that? I guess that's got to be music to your ears. Excuse the pun when they say they're going to keep going into music.
It
Doesn't it
does.
sort of
warms
make it
my
worth
heart.
it?
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of people that become band directors, and it's just or people, musicians, just out in the public and stuff. And I'm just like so proud of them. Oh my gosh, it's like some music to my ears.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask Damon something as far as how can people help if they're watching real quick? We got about a minute left. Can they write a check to you guys and say put it toward the band?
Yeah, I guess they could if they wanted to. We try to get as much of our school involvement as possible too, and grandmas and other siblings and stuff. But yeah, we're always looking for help.
All right, so fantastic. We appreciate y'all coming on as always. Karen, thank you for what you do for the community. And Bo and Damon, thank you all so much for what you do. And I called you Owen, but I can look at the camera now and say, Owen, thanks for the video. We appreciate that. And that's fantastic. And keep up the great attitude. Keep the hair growing, because
I'll try.
It makes me reminisce the times when I had to get haircuts
Mr. Jimmy.
about every third day. Now it's about every 3 weeks, you know. All right, there you have it. Thank y'all so much. We
Thank you.
appreciate y'all
Thank you.
coming.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the great work.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with a lot more right here on Bayou Time. Don't go away.